while the robbers next to him were in the middle of a bank heist. The young man sat calmly, listening to music, and drumming out a wild rhythm with his hands. Because of his exceptional driving skills, the gang had recruited him as their getaway driver. That day, the gang leader was explaining their new mission, but the young man started playing the piano with his fingers. One of the gang members couldn't take it anymore and accused the young man of not listening to the plan at all, saying he clearly didn't care about the lives of his teammates since he was wearing headphones the entire time. But to everyone's surprise, the young man casually removed his sunglasses and repeated every single word the boss had just said. It turned out that he had suffered a car accident as a child which left him orphaned, and with a constant ringing in his ears, the only way he could block out the noise and hear others clearly was by wearing headphones. That afternoon the gang set out. As soon as they arrived at the target location, 3 of them jumped out of the car and stormed into the bank. Meanwhile, the young man stayed in the car, bobbing his head to the music. Didn't take long before the job was done, and the 3 robbers rushed back to the vehicle, ready to make their getaway. Just then an undercover cop happened to drive by and rammed his car into theirs. Realizing they were trying to escape, the officer began firing his gun. The young man had no choice but to throw the car into reverse and speed away, but the cops stayed hot on their tail. With no other option, the young man drove the car up along the side of a wall. Thanks to his incredible driving, he managed to shake off the officer, at least for a moment, and got the crew back onto the highway. But it wasn't long before the undercover cop caught up, again ramming the front of his car into theirs and pushing them under a large truck. Seeing this, the robber in the passenger seat raised his gun, ready to fire back, but the young man didn't want anyone to get hurt. He yanked the steering wheel and drove straight through the guardrail. The officer chasing them wasn't so lucky. His car flipped and tumbled down the slope. When they finally pulled into the garage, the robber in the passenger seat pointed his gun at the young man. He warned him that a soft heart had no place in their line of work, that showing mercy would get them all killed. After the mission, the boss kept his word and let the young man walk away. The young man found a job as a food delivery driver. It allowed him to keep driving, earn a living, and most importantly, enjoy a peaceful and happy life with his girlfriend. But happiness came quickly and disappeared just as fast. One day the gang boss returned. This time, he threatened the lives of the young man's girlfriend and foster father, forcing him to agree to one last job. The young man didn't want to go back, but he had no choice. What he didn't know was that this mission nearly cost him his life.